Welcome to Short View Trading, your morning market hit for Monday, 11th of October. What matters today and this week for traders? Well, it's clearly a pretty scary world out there for equity market investors. Overnight, we had Chinese coal futures hitting new record highs, intensifying that energy crisis that we've been seeing playing out across the world. In fact, you can see those coal futures up in the chart in front of you now. And on top of that, we've had oil making new highs, negating the key day reversal, the bearish key day reversal we saw on Wednesday last week, thereby negated as oil makes new high on Friday and indeed overnight, as you can see in the chart in front of you now. And then on top of that, of course, we've had Moscow's EU envoy, their ambassador to the EU, making comments about the gas, linking the gas crisis to restoring and normalizing and improving relationships between Russia and the EU. In other words, using it as a clear geopolitical tool. And then, of course, non-farm payrolls on Friday, once again, disappointing for second month in a row. But if you add it all back and stand back from that, I'd say the movement in equity markets over recent weeks, the give back in the S&P 500 and across global markets has on the whole been reasonably orderly. In some places not, but primarily pretty orderly. Take the S&P 500, for example, about 160 points off its highs, given where we are this morning at the time of filming this video. That's about 3 or 4% off its highs. Or indeed over in Asia, it's a bit more dramatic. But if you look at the likes of South Korean Kospi, it looks like it's trying to stabilize in the last week. Or same comments in the Hang Seng, strong overnight, much better in the past week. And also even in the Chinese Shanghai Composite. So where the weakness has been most marked and most pernicious and the centre of the problems in particular the Evergrande story, we're seeing some stabilisation of equity markets over recent trading sessions. And then of course roll on over into Europe where net it's been better in general. The DAX has been weak but certainly is stabilising the past few trading sessions. While if you look at something like the UK's FTSE 100, the big caps, it's really gone sideways since mid-July, not had much marked weakness at all in recent weeks. So the key question is really, where do markets go from here? Should we be fearful of all this troubling news flow? Or in fact, is the price action got a more meaningful, more important message? And is it correct in telling us that things are stabilising ahead of a move higher? And of course, as always, the models are very interesting in that respect. We showed you one or two on Friday. All of the models are laid out in today's Daily Rag where we update them on a regular basis. But certainly things like the put to call still looking pretty interesting for long equity positions. So to see how we're playing this and the full analysis of our models and our update on the market commentary, please see today's Daily Rag available to subscribers via the website. Or if you're interested in a free trial, please click on the link below, put in your name and email address, no credit card details required, and we'll send you the Daily Rag for free for 7 trading sessions. So what are we watching today and this week? Well, there's a number of key themes in terms of the data that's coming out. Firstly, we've got the start of the US third quarter earnings season with the banks reporting this week, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, amongst many others, Wells Fargo, throughout this week. That'll be watched closely. And then secondly, we've got a lot of inflation data out across the globe with US headline and core CPI, as well as PPI coming out later this week. We've also got Chinese CPI and PPI and 1 or 2 European consumer price inflation data points as well. And then on top of that, we've got all sorts of other bits and pieces, most importantly, US retail sales and Michigan sentiment on Friday, as well as the JOLTS job opening data earlier this week. So that's it from us. That's your morning market hit for Monday, 11th of October. Thank you for listening. Please do subscribe to these free videos on YouTube. Simply search under Short View Trading and click on the subscribe button, or follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter and or Facebook. Thank you for listening. Stay safe. Trade well.